Check, check, check. All right, we sound good here. Gonna check in on YouTube. YouTube. All right, let's see now. All right, let's see now. Yep. Okay. YouTube's good. Going to check in on Facebook as well. Where's that? I know I turned Facebook on, right? Yeah, Facebook is live. Okay. Facebook is live. Let's see. Facebook is live. All right, Facebook sounds good. All right, cool. So 2 down, 1 to go. When you guys get over to Instagram, let me know how the audio is over there as well, just to confirm. All right, so y'all know the routine. Getting distribution in order. When you guys make your way on, please make sure that you like the videos or the video from wherever you are. So if you're tuning in from YouTube, make sure that you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications. Okay, very important. If you're on Instagram or on Facebook, make sure that you heart the video and follow the page. So on IG, it's at TeamAlliance 2018. And on Facebook, just follow the TeamAlliance Facebook page. Also, if you are not currently in the public TeamAlliance Facebook group, make sure that you join the group to ensure that you receive all of the notifications when they go out. Basically, whatever platform that you're tuning in from may or may not send out a notification, so you won't know when we're live. However, if you're in the group, you always get a notification no matter what. All right, so make sure that you are in the public group, okay, to make sure that you get notifications. Group. All right, hold on. Something is on. What's on? That's YouTube. Okay. All right. And aside from that, I'm about to finish up distribution, set up the watch party, etc., to get everything in order. All right, to help everyone who wants to be a part of the live to be able to participate. All right. So, all right. So let me do that. And when I'm done with that, when I come back on, we should be ready to begin recording for the podcast. All right. Okie doke. There's the live. There we go. Yeah, so we good. All right, so just sit tight while I do distribution. Okay, dope. I'll be back.
I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Try to play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. Kinda love you, wanna build your dreams on, yeah. But I already know better. I'm a go-getter and I got me, I'm good. I'm made over shoes and hardwood. For me, you know I wrote the book. I'm moving along from somebody wrong, so go ahead, tell me all the ways you miss it. How you want me back in your bed. But I'm not around for hearing you out. I gave you too much honestly, and you closed the door. Now you're calling me, but I don't need you anymore. Yeah, I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Tryna play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. And I love you, wanna build your dreams on, yeah. But I already know better. I'm a go-getter and I got me on my own, and I don't waste any time chasing the ghosts who don't try. I'm top of the shelf, but you up for self to somebody else. It's too late, don't really care about all your mistakes. You were out of your league in the first place. Not even surprised that you let me down, down, down. I gave you too much honestly, and you closed the door. Now you're calling me, but I don't need you anymore. Yeah, I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Tryna play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. Kinda love you, wanna build your dreams on, yeah. But I already know better. I'm a go-getter and I got me.
I'm here breaking my neck, looking over my shoulder. Stepped into your skin, got me tripping over myself.
All right, so we almost there. We are almost there. I actually did the group stuff. Oh, the watch party. That's what I don't. have pushed out yet. So that's all that's left. And then we'll be ready to begin. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's get that up. The page is up. Yeah, so we good. We good to go. All right, so this watch party I need to push out real quick. So, like right now, for example, I'm pushing out and sharing on Facebook. So someone if someone's in the group, they'll get a notification now, even if they didn't get one from whatever platform that they normally get a notification from. So this is another reason why I do distribution, just to make sure that people get notified, you see, to ensure that they get notified. It's very important. All right. And I actually need to fix that over there. That's off a little bit. OCD's on deck. Yes, indeed. All right, so watch party. The page I need to have up, and I don't yet. Let me get that up right now. I don't think Jay Carly's around. I don't see the link posted, so she must not be here. She usually does that for me, which I greatly appreciate. But we got it. We got it going anyway. All right, so the BrooklynMosesPodcast.com, when you go to that site, you can listen to the audio version of the podcast as well, which is available directly from the website to listen. You can also tune in on Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and wherever podcasts are available. All right, so the BrooklynMosesPodcast.com on the check-in. And I got the alarm set, so we good there. And what else we got? That's about it. So I got the watch party pushed out. So we're actually ready to begin recording. But I do need to fix one thing. I need to fix one of these cameras. Hold on. All right, so we good. Nico, type that again for me with the HTTP in the front so that it's clickable. So type the whole thing out, http://www, and then the site. And then I'll pin it. And thank you. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Okay, so we are ready to begin. All right, so I'm going to start recording for the podcast. Let's go. Yep.
Dom DeMarco, Dom DeMarco.
Y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, Team Alliance, the Brooklyn Moses Podcast, Season 2, Episode 1. Yeah. Season 2. We got 50 episodes under the belt already. This will be the 51st episode, but it's technically the first episode of the second season. So we just doing it like Netflix. Doing it like Netflix, man. Great episode for today is on the way. Powerful topic. I think I'm going to be focusing more on NADEX this season for season 2. Specifically NADEX, because although people, there are a lot of people that are not aware of what NADEX is, and even the fact that there is a platform that exists that allows you to trade binaries, which we trade. A lot of people are not aware of that. A lot of people in Forex don't even know, right? So what we mainly will rely on is people sharing information, and hopefully the content reaching people that do trade Forex, but run into what we talk about when it comes to NADEX. Because NADEX is a platform, it's like overlaid on top of Forex. NADEX allows you to trade specific instruments that's not Forex. So Forex has its own instrumentation, so to speak. What is it? Contracts. Is it contracts in Forex? No, it's lots. Excuse me. So lots are the equivalent of the unit of measurement on NADEX that we call contracts. In the Forex world, you trade lots. On NADEX, we trade binary options, which are contracts. They have 2 other instruments actually available to trade. One is called spreads. Those are also contracts. And the other one is called knockouts, which I believe is contracts as well. So the instrumentation is different on NADEX versus Forex. But if you trade Forex, NADEX is a better way for you to capitalize using less money, right? So typically people use high leverage in Forex with smaller deposits like $500, whatever, 500, maybe 1,000, maybe 300, maybe 250, whatever it is. They're using smaller deposits with higher leverage so that they can have the potential to make more money. But you have to be right. You have to consistently be accurate. And there's really no room for you to not be on point, because if you use higher leverage in Forex, if you get stopped out of your trades, you can't keep doing that and expect to grow your account, right? Now, the difference with NADEX is that you can start with $100. Now, the minimum to open an account is $250, but you can actually take 100 of that initial amount that you deposit and start with one contract, and utilizing skill in the market, take advantage of the binary option contract that is available to trade, and slowly and consistently grow and build your account. And you also can scale up your account quickly. The potential for that is not the same as it is on NADEX compared to Forex, compared to the stock market. I don't care what you're comparing it to. The whole risk is different, and the potential for you to scale up and grow your account is totally different. NADEX with the binary instrument is also an easier instrument to trade, because you're either correct or you're not correct right now. You don't got to wait a week to know if your trade is going to work out. right? You know how some people take trades in Forex, they might be in a trade for a week or two, days at a time. On NADEX, we're trading 5-minute binary options. So we know the outcome of the trade damn near immediately, within a few seconds, if not a minute or so at the most. You'll know whether you made money or not. And you really can't compare that to any other market as far as trading. Like Forex is a market that you can trade. Now on NADEX, we're using the underlying Forex markets for the instrument of binaries that we trade. So you'll see comparisons like euro dollar is available on NADEX, and you can also trade the euro in Forex. But on NADEX, we're trading the euro with a binary option. We're not trading it with the traditional Forex instrument. You see, that's the difference between NADEX and Forex. So I'm breaking this down because I'm trying to help people become more educated about the NADEX platform, because you can't compare anything else to it. Like, you really can't. The potential here is unlike any other thing that's out there, period. And if you understand how to interpret the information from the market, you can use that information to consistently be profitable when you trade on NADEX, period. So that's what it is that we're bringing through TeamAlliance to the forefront. And that's where the value proposition is. So just stay tuned in, tune into the podcast, tune into wherever you found this on social media, whatever platform that you're on. Just follow along with what's going on because it's very powerful. All right, so topic for the day, the only reason that you're still losing on NADEX. I gave this a lot of thought today for some odd reason. I don't know why. I just was kind of thinking about this throughout the day. There's only one reason that you keep losing on NADEX. And of course we know what the answer to that is. Did I do the roll call? I surely did not. Do I got to do the roll call? No, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going because I already started. So the fact that on NADEX, you can just simply take a trade with the binary and make money now, or if you're wrong, you'll lose money. That's very powerful because it means if you are consistently right, you'll make a lot of money because of the ability to scale up the size of your trades. So it's like you're not taking different trades when you get to a larger account size. You're taking the same trades that you were taking with a smaller account size. Does that make sense? Like, people think that, when I get to a larger account, I got to trade different. No, you don't. All you need to do is just be right. That's it. Be correct about where the market is going to end when the binary expires, and it doesn't matter how big or small your trade is. So you can be trading with one contract, or you can be trading with 100 contracts, 300 contracts. It doesn't make a difference what the size is. It's the same trade. Now, the reason that is so powerful is, again, because if you are consistently able to be precise with identifying what the market's doing at the time, you will consistently be profitable and win your trades. There's no question about it. On the flip side, if you don't know and are unable to interpret the market, you will consistently be wrong and you'll lose. And this is the only reason why people are still losing on NADEX. There's only one reason that you'll ever lose a trade in a binary. Very simple. You took the trade at the wrong time. Again, the only reason that you're still losing on NADEX is exactly what I just said. You'll only lose because you take a trade at the wrong time. It's not that you took a bad trade. It's not that you entered late. It's not that you entered too early. No. See, those are things that you are misinformed about. You're assuming that you lost the trade because of how you entered the trade. When in reality, you lost the trade because of the fact that you entered the trade at the wrong time. Now, what does that even mean? Like, Mark, what you mean by the wrong time? The wrong time is when the market's behavior is not stable. That's it. What does that mean? Think about stability for a moment, the word. If something is stable, that means that it is holding its position. Think about it. Beast mode is stable right here on the desk. He's stable. You don't see him sliding around. You know, this is leaning on him. This is stable. The desk is stable. Everything is stable. That's why nothing is moving on the desk. This is exactly what stability means. Even if something was to move, if I take this right here is the mouse. And if I move the mouse, I'm moving the mouse, but the desk is still stable. So even if there's movement, because the desk is stable, I can move anything around on the desk without disturbing the desk itself. You see? The desk is stable. As a result of the desk being stable, everything on the desk is stable. You following me? So now it doesn't matter if something moves on top of the desk. It's not going to disturb anything else on the desk. I'm moving the mouse right now. This is not interfering with anything else. I'm moving it around on the desk. You see anything else moving? No. So the point I'm making is that this is how the market moves by nature. Now, if the desk was shaking all over the place, you would see shit falling off the desk. The book would fall off. Beast mode would fall off. The laptop might slip and fall off the desk. Right? Because the desk is not stable. If this was shaking right now, shit would be falling all over the place. Right? It's the same idea when it comes to the market. The movement of the market will determine the outcome of any trade that you take. If the market is stable, when you see the market move into a position, the position it moves to, if it's stable, will be stable, just like the desk is. See, even if right now I took the desk and moved it, because the desk is on the flat foundation, even if I move the desk, wherever I move it to, it'll be stable in that new position. You're following me? I could take the desk and move the desk. The desk itself, if I'm moving it, wherever I move it to, the desk is stable because it's flat sitting on the floor, which is stable. The foundation that the desk is on is stable. Therefore, the desk is stable. So even if I move the desk, it'll be stable wherever I move it to. Does that make sense? If the desk is not stable, let's say that the legs were wobbly. Even if I move it somewhere else, the desk will still be wobbling because the legs are wobbly. It's not stable. So it don't matter where I move the desk. Does that make sense? If the legs of the desk are wobbly, if I move the desk somewhere else, it's still going to be a wobbly desk. But if the desk is stable, if I move it somewhere else, it'll remain stable. This is physics. You never looked at the market this way. And understanding the market this way is going to help you to redefine the way that you look at trading. Now, let me explain what people do when they trade. When people trade, they're looking at finding a good desk. Hold on. This is going to get good. Wait. This is going to get good. Let me reopen my damn. I don't know why this browser just closed just now. There it goes. All right. Let me get back into my thoughts. People trading, they're looking for the best desk. Right? But when they look at the desk, they don't pay attention to the legs on the desk. So on the surface, it looks like, this desk is nice. Ooh, look at this. Right? But if the legs are not stable, you're getting a desk that's not stable. Floor is fine. The floor is flat. The desk should sit on the floor and be stable. But if there's something wrong with one of the legs, the desk will wobble. See? Now, if you're not paying attention to the legs, you'll assume because the desk looks nice, it's a good desk. Man, this is a nice desk, man. But you ain't checked the legs. You ain't realized that one of the legs got a screw that's loose and that leg is wobbling. And mind you, that one leg wobbling will make the whole desk wobble. When you try to move the desk, you're like, wait, oh man, when I moved it, it started wobbling. Oh, it's got a little wobble to it. Oh, damn. But you just wanted the desk because the desk was pretty. You like the color. What'd that sound like? You're looking at the trade. You're looking for a nice trade. You're looking for the desk with the pretty color that you like, right? It fits the bill for everything that you like to see. This is the equivalent of how you pick your trades. So you're ignoring the fact that the desk has a bad leg because you love the desk so much. You love how it looks. This looks good. I'm taking it. I'll take it. Sir, you sure? Yeah, I want the desk. All right, this idiot didn't check the leg. He don't know that it's wobbling. And you go and buy the desk. See? Take the desk home, start moving the desk around. With stuff on it, everything falls off the desk because of the leg wobbling. Afterwards, you bought the desk already, though. I don't understand. This is a good desk. Is it? So you're paying too much attention to the desk. That's the equivalent of what people do when they trade. They're focused on trades. They want a nice desk every time. The equivalent of what we do is instead of even focusing on the desk at all, we making sure that the floor is flat. We're making sure that the floor is level. So it doesn't matter what desk we put on it, the desk is going to be stable on the floor. What happens if you have a floor that's not flat? Say that the floor leans. Let's say that the floor is wood and it has a dip in it. The desk will not sit flat. So if it's not sitting flat, the desk is beautiful. But if it's leaning, stuff will fall off the desk when you put stuff on it. Damn, why stuff keep falling off the desk? Well, the floor right there got a dip in it. Oh, snap. I didn't realize that. You took a trade at the wrong time. Ah, damn. But it's a good trade. I don't understand. I'm using these analogies to try to help you understand the difference in the thinking and in what you see when you look at the market. Everyone is concerned about the desk. Signals, you're trying to get a pretty desk. Strategies, you're trying to get a nice desk. Market skill, you don't even care about the desk. You're looking at the floor. And let's look at where we want to put the desk at. We got to make sure that the floor is level there. Well, which desk do you want? It doesn't matter which desk. I don't care what desk it is. You sure? Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as where we put the desk, we know that the floor is flat and it's level. It's even. We don't care what desk you put on it. So you see, like, I'm using these different analogies to try to help you to understand and to visualize it in your mind so that you'll remember that this is why you'll lose a trade. It's the only reason that you'll lose a trade is because the floor wasn't level. The desk was nice. Trade was good. Good trade. But you lost the trade. What happened? You didn't even recognize that the market was not stable. And as a result of you continuously doing that, you will keep losing your trades. So there's only one reason that you will keep losing trades. It's because you'll keep taking trades at the wrong time. Period. That's it. Lamont, what's happening? Nico, what's up? I see Ron Carter over here, JT. Excuse me. And Willis. All right, what's good? All right, let me come over to the comments. James Cade, what's happening? And Quick Hitter, what's up? See who else is over here. Franklin, what's going on? And I thought I saw J. Carly. I think she finally made her way on. All right, so let me come back in the comments real quick. Paley said the only reason why beast mode is stable right now is because you taught him the process. Now look at this. Now, mind you, I didn't even read comments yet. Daryl says the floor might not be even, so the desk will still wobble. What did I just describe just now in the explanation that I gave? What did I just say? Mind you, I didn't read anybody's comments yet. I'm just coming here now. He said, if the floor wobbles, then the desk wobbles, then my chair wobbles, my tummy wobbles, and then my head wobbles. Exactly. Everything wobbling. EJ. Ooh, Kalish is getting them. She said, and the desk cannot be returned. Whoa. Whoa. All right, we getting there. Nikki, what's good? Pelly said it looked like $1 million desk, but it didn't have $1 million stable foundation, so it didn't matter how cool it looked. Whew. Boy, oh boy. Daryl, if the leg is wobbling, the floor is flat, you still need to check the desk. You are saying exactly what I said already. So, again, in the analogy that I use, and I think that everybody kind of got it from me using that analogy in particular, because it was visual. Like you could see as I'm talking about it. You can picture it. You can picture it. And this is exactly why people will continue to lose. So a lot of times people will come into training, even with me, and for whatever reason, it takes them a while to understand that you have to remove yourself from trade mode, like completely. Like when you come here, you have to redirect all of your thought process You're not here at all thinking about trade. And I know that it's crazy because it's like, well, Mark, we're trading. We're not trading because trading traditionally, as you understand it, means that you can make money or lose money. And that's not what we do. I'm going to, through the training, condition you to never take a trade until you are sure of the behavior of the market first. Until you can recognize behavior in the market first, you will hear me constantly tell you to not take a trade at all. Even in the process that I'm giving you, I'm telling you to observe the market. I'm telling you to record. When you record and I see the recording, eventually you'll stop sending me recordings of trade setups that you saw. Does that make sense? At first, you're going to send me trade setups. You can't help it. And especially if you're newer, you don't really know any better because you, in your mind, you're like, all right, well, when do we enter the trade? And I get it. I understand. But this is a process that was reverse engineered to only win. Hold on. Listen to me. Get the whole idea of nobody's perfect. Nobody wins all their trades. Get that out of your head, first of all, because that's not true. You don't have to be perfect to win all your trades. Just stay with me. Get the idea out of your head that nobody can do that. It's not true. Yesterday, I just completed Project 21 for the third time. So that's 3 instances of 21-0. 3 separate times. First time I did it in 19 weeks. Literally slowed down to the point where I made sure I would not take more than 1 trade in a week. Or at least I tried to. There were a couple of times that I did. That's why I took 19 weeks instead of 21. Okay. Next time I did it, it was in the 30 Trades to Freedom, which is the last video series that you saw. That was it's like started around September, I think, of last year. 30 Trades of Freedom. Within 30 Trades of Freedom was 21 trades. So there's Project 21 done again. And I don't know how long that took exactly. And then this time I provided full documentation of every video. I haven't even released them to the public yet. Only people in TA have seen the videos. Starting from the first one up to the 21st one, which was yesterday. Every one of them, not only a winning trade, but is showing you how the market looks. What do you think they all had in common? The market was stable each time. So even with the videos I'm giving you to watch that show a trade, I'm taking the focus off the trade. I'm directing the focus to the market, not the trade. The trading part is easy. That's nothing. You can trade right now. You can go right on the NADEX. Matter of fact, it's the last binary right now before 5 o'clock. Go ahead and go to one of the pairs and just pick one and trade. Go ahead. You can trade. It's easy to do. We're not here to trade. We're here only to win the trades that we end up in. And that's the difference. That's what distinguishes us from everybody else that's on the platform. You see, people are on the platform looking for trades. They're looking for a nice desk. Oh, all I need is some good trades, man. But you don't understand the market at all. So you have yet to see the level floor. You're looking at all these pretty desks, right? And just like Kalisha said, you can't bring them back either after you buy them. There's no refund. You looking at all of that? You ain't figured out yet that it don't matter where you put the desk. The floor is not level. You moving the desk, moving it around. Oh, let me put it over here. Oh, it look better over here. It looks good right there. But the floor is not level. Because the floor is not level, the desk ain't level. Because the desk is not level, anything you put on is going to fall off. So that means that you'll lose a trade and don't understand why you lost a trade, and the trade looked the same. I don't know, no, man, I don't understand. This is the same trade I took before. Is it starting to click? See, whether you understand this or not, this is true. This is another thing too. People get upset because something is true and they don't understand it. Well, I can't wrap my head around not ever losing. That's just crazy. Whether you wrap your head around it or not, the reason that you're losing is because you don't understand what I'm telling you that you have to. You have to understand the market to be consistently profitable. You have to understand the market to avoid losing. It's not optional. You understand? So when we train, when we do what we do, the only focus is on the market, not the desk, not the trade. We're focusing on that floor being level. All of our work is so that we can see when the floor is level with our eye. You ever try to hang up a picture? It's funny too, because anytime we hang up pictures like around in the house, we don't ever use a ruler or nothing. We use our eyes. We just look. We're like, nah, a little to the left, a little up, down, to the right. With your eyes, you're able to see that it's straight or not. Because you've been conditioned to do it. I could, like, as soon as I see a painting or a picture on the wall, I know if it's crooked or not. Like, it's annoying because I'll be at somebody's house. I'll be like, yo, your picture's crooked. Let me fix it. And literally go over and straighten it out. Because I can see it's crooked and it bothers me. If I come to your house and your picture's crooked, I'm going to fix it. It's going to, like, I can't sit there and just look at that. The same thing happens when I'm observing the market. I'm not even thinking about a trade. You thinking about a trade. You looking at the setups. I'm not even there. I don't care about the setups. I'm looking to see if the market's stable or not. Anything I detect about the market not being stable is an immediate flag to me. Like, nah, we ain't there yet. Ooh, it is close. Nope, not there yet. Now, what happens when the market does stabilize? This is the next part. When the market does become stable, now people are like, man, wonder how long it's going to be stable for. So now you're trying to figure out how long it'll be stable for to see if you can just take any trade instead of just waiting for the market to give you the trade. See, some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Just because the market stabilizes does not mean it will position itself to deliver a trade to you. Yes, it's wonderful that it's stabilized, but that don't guarantee a trade will come. You got to be okay with that. Why are you okay with that? Because you're in market mode. You're not in trade mode. You don't care. Remember that the only time that you even recognize that there's a trade is if the market is stable first. So if the market is stable and no trade comes, what do? What do you do? Do you try to force your way in? No. Because you're disciplined and you know not to do that. You see? So this is what I mean about when you train. All of the training comes together to elevate your mindset first. When your mindset elevates, your execution elevates. you'll find that you stop caring about trades. You stop caring about whether you got a trade or not. Yesterday, I was breaking down the timing of all the trades that I took in the project. Some of the trades were a week apart, 7, 8 days apart. Some of the trades 2 days apart. There were times where I took a trade today and tomorrow, like back to back. There were trades where I took them in the morning. The one I took yesterday was in the morning, 11:35 in the morning. People are like, man, you took a trade in the morning in the U.S. session? Wow, I thought that y'all like to trade when it's slow. You're mistaking slow with stability. You think slow is what we're waiting for, when slow is part of what we look for. See? So it's just, man, it's so crazy. It really is. Because the more that you get away from looking at trades, the closer that you get to the fire that's going to burn up the bullshit that you have around you. Oh, my God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You get closer to the fire, it starts burning up the shit that you be doing that's stupid. Yo, are you with me? You habitually do dumb shit. You don't even know it. Let me see. Oh, this is like MRMH to me. Anytime you start saying to me, it means you fucking up. I'm just saying. As soon as you start saying to me, that means you fucking up. Because stability is or it's not. If you see stability, I should be able to see stability the same way. It's either there or it's not there. It's not, oh, well, you thought it was stability, but I don't see that as stability. No. We got to be on the same page. In every one of my documentation videos, was there any question about whether the market was stable or not? Any questions? And what's funny is that when I post the videos in the group, I'm waiting for somebody to say something. Nobody says nothing. It's just crickets. Nobody has anything to say. Why? Because there's no denying that the market was stable. Not, oh, that was a good trade he took. Nobody's saying that. You're following me? So this is what I'm forcing you to do. I'm forcing you to be that way because that's how I am. In alignment with the market, not the trade, the market. The market gives you trades at the right time. But if you suck at knowing when the right time is, what happens? You end up taking trades you ain't got no business being in at the wrong time. See, you don't want to be there. You want to be in alignment with the market so that it doesn't even make a difference when the trade ultimately comes. The only time that you'll ever be in a trade is when the market was stable already. It's already stable, then the trade comes. There will be times when the market is stable and no trade comes. So as you guys begin to record more and you start sharing and posting, and this is what I was making reference to earlier, you'll start sending more videos that show stability versus showing a trade setting up. I would rather you send me a video and say, hey, Mark, look at this. Market was clustering here, right? Market is ranging here, right? That's what I want to hear. I don't want you to send me a video and there's a setup in it and the behavior's off. Does that make sense? And I'm conditioning y'all by saying this. I'm telling you directly what I want and what I expect from you. Don't send me a video with a setup in it. Unless it's a setup that the market gave with the right timing. I don't care about a setup at all. I'm concerned about whether you see stability in the market or not. Even if you send me a video that's not stable and you tell me, Mark, it's not stable because of this. I noticed this. It's not stable, right? Correct. It's not stable. That's right. You see? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So this whole idea of trade, it got to go. Has to go. This is why people still losing. They're trading at the wrong time. So don't worry about trades. Focus on recognizing the right time. And as a matter of fact, focus on recognizing the wrong time. It's okay for you to tell me, Mark, it ain't stable. Tell me why not. Why it's not stable? Tell me. Oh, well, there's way too much movement going on. It ain't ranging. Boom. I want to see those videos. I want to see you document that. Why? Because that's going to elevate you. That's how you're going to grow. Don't sit around waiting for a trade to set up and then record what you think is a setup and then share it. Even now, when I post in the group, you'll hear me say the 420 binary looked good behavior wise. Won't you hear me say that? You won't hear me say, oh, I think the 420 was a setup. I thought that was MRMH. I'm bringing your attention to stability in the market, whether there was MRMH or not. What makes MRMH in the first place? Is it the setup or is it stability in the market? Which one? What's funny is people have sent me videos telling me that, oh, this is MRMH. And I'm like, no, it ain't. Huh? Oh, but it had a +1 and it was pricing. Yeah, well, how was the movement? We don't see trades when the time is not right. So if the time is wrong, you're wrong. I don't care if the trade setup was good. Bottom line is that it ain't a good setup if it's at the wrong time. Come on, y'all. Listen, this is season 2 of the Brooklyn Moses podcast. We're going to dig in. Walker says, studying these recommended trainings have helped me recognize the tricky nuances that normally knock my block off. Excited for when I'm able to see stability clear as day. Definitely takes time. Yep. See, it's okay that it takes time. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of it taking you time. You should be glad it takes time. All good things take time. You're not gonna do nothing that is powerful and worthwhile overnight. You ain't gonna do nothing life-changing overnight. Period. Anything that you're going to do that's going to change the trajectory of your life is going to take you time to do. It takes you time to get out of trade mode and into market mode. It takes you time to shift. It does. But you'll get there because that's all I talk about. It's impossible for you to keep hearing this and eventually not do it. It's all I talk about. Even if you go astray. Some of y'all go astray sometimes. Be like, nope, that wasn't it. Why? Like, I sometimes I want to be like, why you even post that? But you have to get it out of your system. I would rather know that you're looking at the market that way than to not know. And then you end up getting into trades that you shouldn't be in. I'd rather you share and post. So even if you end up still sharing setups, that's cool. Do that. But understand, eventually you're not going to be doing that. Why? Because you're going to be showing when the market is stable and the fact that you recognized it. That's going to be what your recordings will reflect. Stability, not a trade setup. See what happens? So now what ends up happening is what I end up doing. When you do show a video that has a trade in it, it'll be your documentation. It's not going to just be any trade. It's going to be a trade that you ended up in at the right time. Full documentation. You understand? So prior to that, as you build your way up to recognizing stability on your own, there's no need for you to be taking any trades, because you're learning how to only see a trade when the time is right. And it's only a matter of time that when you see that trade come at the right time, you end up in that trade because you're at full confidence now. Not confidence in taking the trade, confidence in applying the process. What do we do when the trade comes at the right time? We click in. Listen to me. We're not clicking in because there's a setup. Why are we clicking in? Because the market is stable and the trade came. That's the only reason that you would click in. Market is stable, trade showed up. Bang. Documentation. So now when someone looks at the video, they're like, man, the market was beautiful. Not the trade was beautiful, the market. You're going to catch this. Y'all are going to catch this. Should you limit taking trades even if there are multiple opportunities during the day? Dow, you should never take another trade until you know what stability in the market looks like, period. Don't even take another trade until you can recognize stability. If you don't know how to recognize stability, then you need to train with us, because that's what we train on. See, this is another thing too. People do spend a lot of time trying to apply what I'm talking about to their strategies and so on and so forth. So like people might have a certain way that they already trade, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's cool. There's a period of time that you have to stop trading so that you can give yourself time to observe the market in order to know what does a winning trade with how you trade look like. What is the market doing in every winning trade that you take? You need to be able to answer that question instantly. What is the market doing in every winning trade that you take? And the answer is going to be the same. The market's stable. Period. So that's how important recognizing stability is. It's the reason that you will win every trade. Not being able to recognize it is the reason that you'll lose without understanding why you lost. You see? And it's just that. It's just that. EJ, per our convo earlier from my recording and this episode, it has clicked. Yeah, I forgot that we spoke earlier. What were we talking about earlier? Hold on, let me see something. Because I want to see what you sent me, and then what the dialogue was. This is good. I'm actually glad that you brought that up, EJ. This is good. Because it's coming back to me now. I kind of remember vaguely what we was talking about. Ooh. Oh, snap. Hold on. This is good. I got to share this. All right. So look. So EJ sent me a video earlier. This was about like around 2:00. Right? Listen to this. Woo, this is good. I love it. This is what I said to him. I said, behavior pretty solid there. You still want, you want to be tighter. Clustering, all that, right? I said, I know you sent me this because of the trade that's set up. However, I'm more so looking at how behavior is and also how much overall movement is present. This is what I said to him. He says to me, right, so is the speed still a little too fast? Right? And I said to him, anytime there's still expansion of the distance, you know that there's still too much movement present. Hold on. I said on this one, you can see the market's transitioning into stability, but your confidence still won't be solid unless there's less distance in the movement. I said, so what we wait for gives you full confidence in the behavior, no matter what. And then the last thing I said to him, staying out of trade mode is the objective. Do y'all understand? What I just said I'm conditioning everybody to do is exactly what the conversation was that we had earlier. Staying out of trade mode is the objective. That sounds crazy because it sounds like you saying, well, Mark, what you mean? You saying not to trade? I am saying not to trade. And what I'm really saying is don't trade at the wrong time. Your next question is, well, when's the right time? When the market's stable. Do you know what that looks like? Not really. Okay. Don't take another trade until you know what that looks like. You need to know what that looks like first. You don't need to see a trade setting up first. Come on, y'all. You got to stay with it. You're not looking for a trade to set up first. You're looking for the market to stabilize first. And if a trade comes, it comes. And if it don't, it don't. Jeez. DZ, what's good? Sharonda, what's happening? This is good, man. Joe, what's happening? Celine, no problem. Michael said, TA Floyd Mayweather examples of you can definitely win all the time. If you consistently train all the time, 1-0 for TA, 50-0 for Mayweather forever. Yep. Peleus, we focus on the floor and how the desk is, but you focus on the look and how you feel. Trading is an emotionless game. Profitable trading is an emotionless game. 100%. Salim, I saw stability when you were looking at the euro. That was a perfect clean pull with the perfect mispricing on the order book. Salim always breaks it down in his brain. But I understand. And yes, it's funny because exactly what you're saying is true. Yes. Yep. 100%. Kings recognize kings. Daryl said it moves fast. Daryl, what were you talking about? I'm not sure what that was referring to. Shawnee, expansion of the distance. Yo, I know people's head be just spinning. They're like, yo, what the hell? What are they talking about? What the hell is timing of behavior? What are these things? Hey, man, you want me to tell you? Palea says, put value on stability. It's important. 100%. See, look, that's exactly it. Put all of the value on stability and everything else will come. Everything else comes. See, you have to understand what wins a trade to begin with. A binary is so simple, it's crazy. You got a line. That's the line. And then you have the market moving up, down, wherever it's moving. Here's the line for the binary. The way you make money is you pick a side. All right, I'm going to buy. Okay, you buy, that means that the market has to stay above the line. It got to stay above. As long as it stays above, profits is yours. It doesn't get any simpler than that. You kidding me? So, like, you don't got to be right about how far it goes. This is why I was making a reference earlier to Forex. Forex, you looking for pips. I want 100 pip profit. I'm risking 50 pips to make 100. So your risk reward is what? What's that? 1 to 2. You're risking 50 to make 100 pips. In order for that trade to complete, the market has to move 100 pips in your direction. Then you make your money. Binaries are not like that. With a binary, you can be just, as long as the market ends even 1 micro pip above the line, you're going to win. You're going to make your profit. Period. It don't get simpler than that. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how many micro pips above the line it is. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm using that as an example just to show the simplicity of binaries. So now let's take that and let's do something with that. Let's get an understanding of what the market does anytime a trade wins. What is the market doing each time? Let's look at the market. Exactly. Forget about the trades. Let's focus on the market and just pay attention to how it moves. How does it move when a trade wins clearly? What does it look like when trade clearly is a winning trade? That right there begins to clue you in on what you need to wait to see first before you even take a trade. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like it's logic. It's logic and it's very simple. And when you keep it simple and then you focus just on that, you elevate. Now you don't even think about trades because you know that you're waiting for what the market does for any trade to win. Market has to be a certain way. How is that, Mark? Stable. That's it. Sadiq said, knowing the protocol is the easy part. Understanding when to apply it is what we constantly train on. If you want to be forever know, then you got to train forever. That's a fact. See, and when to apply it is simply when the market's stable. That's when you apply it in totality. Even before that, you apply it because you're recognizing that the market's not stable. Guess what? Knowing that the market's not stable is still you applying the process. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Knowing that the market's not stable is also part of our process. Don't ever forget that. What you just said, that the moves must be so limited that the trade does not endanger itself from a loss, and do not take the trade unless the expansion does not threaten the line to give you full confidence. Yes. Yes. And that made sense to you? What I said? Because you did repeat it in a way that kind of indicates to me that it made sense to you. Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah. And that's it. See, so what I find that people have the most difficulty with is just accepting the fact that you just have to be patient and wait for the market to become stable in the first place. And people don't have patience for that. But I'm like, why not? Why you don't got patience for that? What's interesting too is people also think that stability only takes place in a certain environment. Like they think that it's only present in the slow market. Stability is present when the market moves fast too. It requires more precision and ability for you to see that though. And make no mistake about it, even if you can see it, stability always begins when the market is in a slower environment first, no matter what. So even when the market does speed up and stability is still present, even if you can see it, you know where it started from. The foundation always begins from nothing to something. See? It always starts from nothing first. So that means that it has to start from slow. You don't go from 0 to 60 without going through all of the other speeds in between, do you? Like you don't go from 0 and then it's at 60. To get from 0 to 60, you got to go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 60. It's doing it fast, right? Depending on the engine. But you still are not skipping speeds. You hitting every speed in between. That's why it takes time. Even in a fast car. Oh, 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. Right. It still took time, didn't it? You see what I'm saying? So when you put all of this information together, the simpler that you keep everything, the less complicated everything becomes. People find it like, people complicate this when you don't have to. I'm simplifying it for you. Stop trading. That's simple. Don't trade no more. Well, Mark, what am I supposed to do? Recognize stability. You can't recognize stability, you got no business trading. Whoa. Whoa. Salim said it's the 1%, they don't get it. Indeed. Shani, I'm allergic to instability. I can smell it a mile away. Be able to step away in the moment and be patient, and I will be rewarded. Come on now. Come on now. Ooh, look at Melanie. Look at Melanie spotting the elevation. She said, I think our word for expansion used to be called drip. Very good. Very good, Mel. See, I told you, we always are going to elevate. Didn't I tell you that? Always. Always. Daryl, I can see why it takes time and can be difficult. You need to be microscopic. Yeah, you know what's funny is we call a part of the process that we use under the microscope. It's funny that you're saying that because that's literally what it's the equivalent of. And it's cool. It's good to see under the microscope. The funny thing about it is that when you see something up close under the microscope, it looks different. It doesn't look the same as it looks to your naked eye. When you look at it under the microscope, you may not even recognize that it's the same thing. Be like, wow, that's the hair follicle? That's the hair? Yeah, that's the hair. That shit look crazy under the microscope. Yeah, I know. It looked like something else. So it's the equivalent of that, yes. When you're able to recognize stability, it's because you're ignoring everything else that gets in the way of you recognizing it, such as trades. Instead of you looking out all these different ways to get into a trade, you ignore them all. You start paying attention to how the market is looking. And you begin to recognize the behavior that you know wins any trade. There is market behavior that will win every trade. You can't find that if you keep looking for the trade, though. Don't chase the trades no more. Search for the behavior and recognition of it. Come on now. Come on. In the process of you looking for stability, you'll see instability. You'll know what that looks like. And you'll know that it's not time yet. Oh my goodness. This is a whole nother level, man. Peleus, one process leads to the next, not losing leads to only winning. What? Come on, man. Come on. This is why I call him Young Yoda. He said not losing leads to only winning. Is that true? Yep. The further it is, the harder it is to see. The closer it is, the easier it is to hit the target. Bingo. Yep. Y'all get it, right? Y'all get it. See, that's why when people are tuned into this, it disturbs what you are used to. Like, it's hard if you already have a preconceived, misinformed perception to accept the things I'm saying. Because in your mind, you already have beliefs. You see? But your beliefs are not in line with truth. You believe that you can't win every trade. We know that that's not true. And because you believe that you can't win every trade, you don't accept the things that I'm saying. But guess what? You don't have to accept it for it to be true. It ain't going to change it. But what I'm saying is going to happen to you will prove to continue to happen to you. I'm telling you that the only reason that you're still losing is because you're still taking trades at the wrong time. That's a fact. I didn't say you're still losing because you picking bad trades. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you losing good trades because you took them at the wrong time. Shit. Come on, man. Catch it. Catch it. Peter said people always complicate the obvious. Yes, they do. Khalees said waiting for the walk-off. She's like, I could tell it's coming. He going in. He's going in hard. Willis said yesterday you talked about would you rather take one step forward or 3 steps. Okay, right. Yeah. I was saying, would you rather take 1 step forward at a time or 3 steps forward, 2 steps back? Like, so would you rather walk faster or walk slower and just remain always walking forward? Because when you go 3 forward, 2 back, you making progress, but you are experiencing regress during the progress. He said he's back to answer that question. I'm going to take all my steps towards learning and observing market stability. Right. So that's the 1 step forward. And see, the thing about the 1 step forward is that the 1 step forward is slow. That's what aggravates people. Oh man, we walking slow as hell. Yeah. But guess what? We're walking forward at all times. Would you rather do that or 1, 2, 3, and then you got to go back to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 back, 3 forward, 2 back. I don't want to do that. You're going to wear yourself out. You get exhausted doing that. We just walk slow, one step at a time. That's better. And if you don't see it that way and you rather walk fast, just know for every 3 steps you go forward, you're going to go back 2. So in your mind, you're like, well, I'm still making progress. I'm still at least moving up by 1 step. Yeah, but you had to go up 3 steps and then lose 2 steps to get to the 1 step when you could just go 1 at a time slow. Right? But some people make that choice. I can't recall seeing stability where market has limited movement and pricing is available on NADEX. Wouldn't that be easy if that happened often? Well, just like with anything, what is profitable the most is not going to happen the most often. We already know that. We know that already. Also, be aware that stability is not just limited to slow markets. I'm going to keep saying that, but I don't focus on that. But I'm just saying that that is a part of understanding stability as well. Even if you like to trade in volatility and in faster markets, stop trading in that faster market and observe it. Learn how to see stability in faster markets. If you do that, you'll win your trades that way too. Stability transcends speed. Stability not just limited to a slow market. But again, if the market's not stable, even though it's moving a lot and there's a lot of volatility, if it's not stable, that right there explains why you're not consistently winning. You get that occasional loss. Like, damn, man, I was way up and then the market reversed. Right. Why did the market reverse? Because clearly it wasn't stable. You ever seen the market reverse pips on NADEX? Like, it'll be maybe a minute and change left on the binary and it's up, way up, right? By pips. I mean, I've seen times where it was up by like 10 pips. And in less than a minute, that whole move was erased. And that trade lost. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, damn. I thought that was going to be a winner. You thought wrong. So, again, it's understanding stability. Not understanding stability will cause you to lose in fast or slow markets. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're seeing, why can't NADEX improve their platform? It sucks trading binaries with average pricing. We need something else in the state. I wish I had a better platform. NADEX is an awesome platform. You have to learn how to understand the platform better and learn how to navigate the market with more efficiency on the platform. Because understand that on NADEX, the market that you're in is reflected by the indicative price, which is one number. So if you learn how to understand the behavior of that one number, that indicative price, you will have much better results when you trade, because you'll learn that it's more so about recognizing when the market is stable, recognizing when that indicative price is stable, and then when it lines up with the trade that sets up. You're trying to do it the other way around, and that's why you have trouble. So it's like trying to look for a trade setup, for example, in a slow environment. This is what people will attempt to do. What they're doing is looking for option pricing, not understanding that if option pricing is there, it's there for a reason. Do you understand the reason that is being shown at that time? It could be that the market's not stable. So even though the market is slow, it's not stable, which is the reason you see option pricing. And that's a setup for a losing trade potentially, if you didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes people lose trades in the last few seconds of the binary. You ever seen that? It's like, damn, what was that? Market just went the whole other way with 5 seconds left. That's behavior. So there's behavior built into the market at all times. The problem is, if you don't understand it, you keep running into the same things repeatedly. So you're looking at the market from your limited perspective anyway, because you're looking for a certain trade setup. You don't look at the market just without trades in mind at all. And that's what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you to start studying the market without any trade setups in your head. Just look at how it looks. Look at how it lines up on the platform with option pricing at different times. Look at what the outcome of those binaries are. And as you study the platform more, you become more familiar with the platform and you can figure out how to win. See, that I did it and I still do it. So if someone has figured out how to do it, that means that you definitely can do it. You definitely can do it, but you got to take the time to do it, and you have to want to. You know, and I understand that people they're just not patient enough to wait. But if you do, it's worth it. Bailey said, you got to train until you prove to the market that you deserve it. Come on now. He said, when you prove to the market that you deserve it, it'll start giving. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. He said, within that training process, the market will force the BS out and make corrections in your understanding of the process. That's a fact. That's a fact. Melanie, there's nothing wrong with the NADEX platform. It's you. She's right. She's right. It's always us. See, you have to be held accountable also. And that's another thing. It's easy to blame any platform. It's just like how people will blame Forex platforms too. It's like, okay, if you don't like the platform, find another one. Then you find another one, and then you find a problem on that platform. So it's like people just always got a problem when they're on the platform. But you really have to learn the platform. That's what it is. You have to take the time to figure things out. You can't just go in with your own limited thinking and expect everything to be peaches and cream. It's not going to happen. You're seeing trading binary with average pricing isn't binary, I guess. Just my opinion, as I trade in different offshore binaries, but something regulated is always great. Just my opinion. Man, listen, I do not like the offshore binaries at all because their platform is set up differently. See, NADEX is an exchange. You're not taking a trade against NADEX when you trade. You're taking the opposite side of the same trade from someone else on the platform who's trading. That's all it is. For every transaction, for every trade, you have someone on the buy side and someone on the sell side of a binary. One is going to win, one's going to lose. Either the buyer wins or the buyer loses, or the seller wins, the seller loses. Who decides who wins? Who decides who wins? NADEX? Matter of fact, NADEX don't care who wins. This is another thing people don't understand about NADEX. They are an exchange. They're just there to promote the fight. They collect a fee from both. The buyer pays a fee, the seller pays a fee. NADEX could care less who wins. So now the market decides who wins the trade based on how the market moves. So now that you know that, you've just been educated, and now you can elevate off of that because now you realize, oh, snap. So all I got to do is just be in alignment with the market more than anything, and I can win my trades. Yeah. Guess what happens if you're not in alignment? You'll get caught up in all the little nuances and all the little stuff on the platform that goes on that you don't understand. It doesn't make sense to take a trade during a time that you don't understand. Like, this is another thing people will do. They'll insist on trading when they don't understand something. If you don't understand why the market did something, why are you still taking those trades? You might want to understand why the market decided to move the way that it did. What was going on in the market, not the trade setup. See? And people will continuously repeat the same thing over and over again and keep losing. They'll win some and then they lose. And then they'll blame it on, oh, well, every time I get up to about 10 wins, then, something happens and I lose. You think what? That NADEX is watching? They're like, all right, when he gets up to trade 11, we're going to make him lose. Why'd you take the trade? NADEX didn't make you take that trade. You could have took the same trade at a different time. You could have waited for that same setup to come with different market behavior present. And the outcome may be different. If you waited until the market was stable, the outcome will be different because you're going to win. It's powerful stuff, man. It's the difference between knowing and not knowing. So Chris said, been living on, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. There we go. Anthony P said, it's all about timing and alignment with the market. Yep. Ooh, come on, Salim. Salim said, if you don't lose, you can scale up. You can't scale up if you're losing any trades at all because you don't know which one is going to take the most. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Salim. On it. Anthony Pandozzi, NADEX platform is perfect. Just have to be patient. Yep. Daryl, NADEX is good and they built a new platform, but it's still buggy, unfortunately. What platform ain't buggy? Every platform in existence relies on the internet and data to be transferred back and forth. So it's going to have some type of issue. But we can't see this another thing too. Can't blame it on being buggy when you lose. Hold on. If you lose a trade, it's not because the platform is buggy. Let's just be clear. You lose a trade is because you took the trade at the wrong time, and that's it. That's it. NADEX is awesome. Lack of skill isn't. Come on now. Oh, man. Ozzy said, I'm here just for the TA anthem. Don DeMarco. Oh, snap. Yassine, you're welcome, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in with the questions. These were good things that you definitely brought up. Definitely. So I appreciate you sharing because it did help to contribute to the content for today. Appreciate that. Payless, with the company, you want a company that doesn't care and that's regulated, or you better limit your profits. Let's say that. People are predictable. When they win, NADEX is awesome. When they lose, it's NADEX's fault. Right. We talk about that all the time. You know how somebody will win a trade that they thought they lost? Right? You were looking at the chart, and on the chart, it looked like you lost. But then you see the money in your account. Right? When you win that trade, do you call up NADEX and tell them, hey, you saying I won this account, I won this trade, but I lost this trade. Can y'all take the money out of my account? You don't call them then, do you? But let it be the other way around. Let you lose a trade that you thought that you won. NADEX, hello? You want a horn, right? So no, you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. What you need to do is learn how to understand the market so that you stop losing. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Salim had. Yeah, we had a whole discussion about that. Salim is in Morocco. I don't think that NADEX is there, so yeah, he's not able to. But you know, always welcome to come here. Always. Yeah, always welcome, man. Salim is actually very he's very smart and very well informed. He be doing a lot sometimes, but you know, that's my man. That's my man's. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, on the horn immediately. Hello, NADEX. On the horn. Yeah, but that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So there's only, again, just to recap, there's only one reason that people are still losing trades on NADEX. It's because you're trading when the market is not stable. And that's it. Like everything starts there. So regardless of how you interpret that statement or whether you understand that or not or make sense of it, it doesn't matter. That's the truth. You're losing trades because you're taking trades at the wrong time. That's the only reason why you're losing. It's a binary. It's either the market stays above or it don't. The market stays below or it don't. You got to study the market so that you'll know when it's staying. Come on now. That's it. That's it. Keep it simple. Don't complicate it. Yeah, that's why I have a lot of respect for Salim. Right, he can't even take advantage of NADEX and he still be around us. Come on now. Know what it is, man. The real recognize the real. You're seeing, I know I might ask too much, but I've seen brokers many times changing the payout ratio. Bingo. You hitting it on the head. You're seeing hitting it on the head. See, we don't have that problem with NADEX, but let me finish reading. He said, changing the payout ratio, especially when you become profitable. I noticed that in a few platforms. Exactly. And realize that these platforms are not regulated by any agency. They're not regulated by any government. Nobody's checking their books and auditing them to make sure that they're doing good business. They do whatever they want to do. The same way that they be paying out bonuses, right? They promise you a $1,000 bonus if you open an account with $1,000, stuff like that. You get 100% bonus. What? But then they got all these restrictions on it and this, that, and the third. So they're luring you in with that bonus. And then when you start trading on the platform, if you actually know how to, I'm not going to say manipulate the platform, but if you understand the platform enough to make money consistently, you're going to run into them not paying out withdrawals and stuff like that. I'm telling you, we don't got them issues with NADEX. End of the year, we get a 1099 for the money that we made. So you got a business, whether you realize it or not. That 1099 mean that you got a business running. 100%. Yes. Anthony Pandozzi said, you don't have to worry about brokers at NADEX. Dollar in, dollar out. That's it. Facts. Paley said, if it's not regulated by the government, say goodbye. You can't sue them. Unregulated, they will just ban you. All of that. It's like it's just a bunch of issues that you got to deal with, you know, when they are unregulated. So I tell people all the time still, I'm like, you realize I literally thank God every day for NADEX. Man, shout out to NADEX, man. Like, for real. For real. Shout out to NADEX, man. Shout out to NADEX. Um, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody on Facebook. Okay, Facebook, we good. Yeah, we are good. Ashton, are you on here? You still on here? Yep. JT said people worried about everything else but stability. All facts. All facts. Listen, don't worry. Be happy. Be happy. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna hit you when I get off of this. I'm gonna hit you when I get off. Wait, let me see something. I know I have your number. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I didn't forget about you. I know that you had asked me that the other day. I just been busy. But I got you. Ashton, do me a favor. Oh no, I got it. I think I got your number. Yeah, I got your number. The 504, right? Oh snap, 504. What's 504? Ain't that 504 is Louisiana? I think that's Louisiana, right? Yeah, because 504 Boys was a group. Was that that was Master P in them? Or was that Cash Money? 504 Boys. One of them. It was either Master P or Wayne in them. Yeah, New Orleans. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit you when we get off. All right, so this was awesome, man. This was awesome. This is the first episode of the new season, season 2, episode number 1. Oh, it was Cash Money. Okay, so that was Wayne and them. Got it. All right, cool. All right, y'all. So y'all know what it is. Yeah, make sure that y'all tune in later for Conversations with the Fullers with Lulu. So we'll be on. Y'all can check that out. The podcast will be up at some point. I don't know what time we'll come on. But you can go to conversationswiththefullers.com for the audio version of the podcast as well. And the audio version for this podcast is at the brooklynmosespodcast.com. All right, so y'all make sure that y'all check that out so you can hear the audio of what we just did. All right. Yeah, that's about it. That is about it. So let me come down here. So yeah, I checked. We good on Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Instagram. You know, whatever platform that you're tuning in on. Shout out to YouTube. Definitely appreciate the fact that we could do this every day because this is powerful elevation, man. It's crazy. It's crazy the way that we growing. All right. All right, y'all. So y'all know what it is, man. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.
Hey, I'm on top, really I'm on top.